Have you ever gone in for a routine checkup only to hear your doctor say something like, let's keep an eye on your heart health? Maybe you felt a bit more winded after a walk, or you're suddenly more aware of what your body's telling you, like it's whispering, hey, slow down, take care of me. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Hitting your mid-60s and beyond comes with a lot of new adventures, but also some important health wake-up calls. And one of the biggest ones, heart disease. It's one of the top things that sneaks up on people, especially as we get older. But here's the good news. It's also something you can do a lot about, starting with what you eat. Now, don't worry. I'm not here to tell you to stop eating everything you love or to spend hours planning meals like you're entering a cooking competition. This is about simple, doable changes. In fact, just adding a few specific foods to your daily routine can go a long way toward protecting your heart, keeping your energy up, and helping you feel more like you again. So in this video, we're going to talk about 6 powerful foods that are especially helpful for avoiding heart disease after 65. These aren't exotic or expensive items either, just everyday foods you might already know but probably aren't using to their full heart protective potential. Let's start with something that might already be in your fridge, oats. Not the sugary instant kind, but good old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Why are they so special? Because they're rich in a type of fiber called beta-glucan, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. Think of it like this. Oats act like a sponge in your digestive system, soaking up that extra cholesterol and helping to carry it out of your body. And you don't need to get fancy with it. A warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning with some berries or a drizzle of honey, that's not just comfort food, it's heart-smart fuel. Even better, it helps keep you full longer and stabilize your blood sugar so you're less likely to reach for a snack an hour later. If oatmeal's not your thing, you can mix oats into a smoothie, bake them into muffins, or even use them to coat chicken instead of breadcrumbs. Small change, big difference. Now let's move to something colorful and delicious, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, they're not just sweet and satisfying, they're little antioxidant powerhouses. Berries are full of compounds called flavonoids, which help reduce inflammation in the body. That's huge because chronic inflammation is one of the hidden contributors to heart disease. You don't need a huge bowl either. Just a handful added to your breakfast, tossed into yogurt, or even frozen and blended into a quick shake is enough to do the trick. And let's be honest, there's something joyful about eating bright, juicy fruit. It's like a little moment of summer, no matter the season. Now, before we move on, let me ask you something. When was the last time you cooked with olive oil? Not just for salads, but really made it a central part of your meals. Because olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, is another heart-healthy superstar. It's full of monounsaturated fats, the good kind that helps reduce levels of LDL cholesterol without affecting the good HDL cholesterol you want to keep. But here's what a lot of folks don't realize. Olive oil is also packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. People in Mediterranean countries use it every day, and their rates of heart disease are much lower than in many other parts of the world. Try swapping out butter or margarine for olive oil when cooking. Drizzle it on roasted vegetables, stir it into soups, or even just enjoy it with a little bread and herbs. It's simple, it's flavorful, and your heart will thank you. What we're doing here isn't about following some strict, joyless diet. It's about adding foods that support your heart while still bringing pleasure to your meals. That's a big part of making changes that actually last. Because if something doesn't taste good or feels like a punishment, you're not going to stick with it. And honestly, why should you? So far, we've talked about oats, berries, and olive oil, all easy, everyday additions. But there's more to explore. Let's keep this going and look at a few more foods that can help you take real, lasting steps to protect your heart and stay vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now that we've got oats, berries, and olive oil on our side, let's turn to something that often gets overlooked, especially as we get older: leafy greens. I know what you might be thinking. I've heard this before, eat your greens. But hear me out, because the reason behind it is actually pretty amazing. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and even good old romaine are packed with nutrients your heart absolutely loves. They're high in vitamin K, which helps your arteries stay flexible and promotes proper blood flow. But that's not all. They're also rich in nitrates, which can help lower blood pressure naturally. That's a big deal, especially since high blood pressure is one of the biggest risk factors for heart disease after 65. And the best part? You don't have to eat salad every day if that's not your thing. You can toss a handful of spinach into a smoothie, saute some kale with garlic as a dinner side, or even stir chopped greens into a soup or omelet. Just find little ways to sneak them in and make them taste good to you. That's what makes it stick. Speaking of flavor, let's talk about a food that doesn't just taste amazing, but also works wonders for your heart: fatty fish. We're talking salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, fish that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Now, omega-3s are like personal trainers for your heart. They help reduce triglycerides, which are a type of fat in your blood, lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and can even help your heart beat in a healthier rhythm. What's great is how versatile they are. You can throw them into soups, mix them into salads, blend them into dips like hummus, or even use them in wraps or casseroles. They're inexpensive, they last forever in the pantry, and they're incredibly satisfying. And if you're someone who's trying to cut back on red meat but still wants to feel full after a meal, beans can be a great swap a couple times a week. I know, it might sound a little funny to get excited about beans, but when you're over 65, it's not about trendy superfoods or miracle cures. It's about the things that really work. The foods that don't just look good on a magazine cover, but actually help you feel better. More energy, steadier blood pressure, fewer doctor visits, and more of those peaceful, content moments in your day. And now that we've talked about all 6 of these heart-friendly foods: oats, berries, olive oil, leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts, and beans, I want to pause for a moment and speak to something deeper. Because this isn't just about food. It's about taking control of your life in a season when so many things feel like they're speeding up or slipping away. Heart disease isn't something that just shows up overnight. It builds over years through habits, choices, stress, and sometimes even through things you didn't know were affecting you. But the powerful thing is that even after 65, your body can still heal. Your arteries can still clear, your blood pressure can still level out. You can still change, and that's something to be proud of. I've spoken to so many people who say things like, "It's too late for me," or "That's just how it is at this age." But I want to challenge that, because the truth is, it's never too late to make a change. Even small steps, like choosing oatmeal instead of sugary cereal or cooking with olive oil instead of butter, can set off a chain reaction that improves your health from the inside out. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. If you make one small healthy choice today, you're more likely to make another tomorrow. And over time, those choices build up. They become a lifestyle. They become you, taking care of yourself, feeling better in your body, and living with more confidence and calm. So here's what I encourage you to do. Pick one of these 6 foods and start with that. Maybe it's berries on your breakfast. Maybe it's a small handful of almonds instead of chips in the afternoon. Whatever feels doable for you, start there. Build from it. And if you ever feel discouraged, remind yourself that every single healthy choice is a step in the right direction. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments. What changes are you thinking about making? Or maybe you already have a favorite heart-healthy recipe. Share it with others who might need the inspiration. This is a community, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. And hey, if you enjoyed this conversation and want more videos like this, practical, encouraging, and designed just for you, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I've got so much more to share to help you live your best life with strength, energy, and peace of mind. Thanks for spending this time with me. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to enjoy your days without fear of what might happen. And you deserve to thrive, heart and all. Here's to living your best life at any age. Now, before we part ways today, I want to gently bring us back to the why.
Because, let's be honest, changing the way we eat, even a little, can be tough, especially when the habits we've built have been with us for decades. Comfort foods, routines, family meals, these things carry memories, not just calories. And I get it, food is more than fuel. It's comfort, it's culture, it's connection. But food can also be love, love for yourself. Every time you choose a bowl of oats over a pastry or reach for olive oil instead of butter, you're not depriving yourself. You're showing yourself love in one of the most powerful ways possible, by protecting your future. You're telling your heart, I'm with you, I've got your back. Because here's the truth. We can't go back and change what we ate in our 30s or 40s. We can't erase years of stress or late-night snacks or skipping meals when life got hectic. But what we can do, what we absolutely can do, is choose today, right now, this moment. And that's not just enough, it's everything. Maybe no one told you that heart health can improve at any age, that you're never too far gone, that your body wants to work with you, not against you. It just needs the right tools, the right fuel, and a little patience. Those 6 foods we talked about, they're not magic, but they are powerful. Because when you start feeding your body the way it was built to be fed, something amazing happens. You start feeling better. Your energy lifts, your sleep improves, your blood pressure lowers. Your doctor smiles a little more at your next visit. And most importantly, you start believing in your body again. You start trusting that maybe, just maybe, the best years aren't behind you. Maybe they're still ahead. So whether you're 65, 75, or even 85, I want you to hear this. You're not too old to take control of your health. You are capable, you are strong, and every step you take today builds a better tomorrow. Don't think of this video as another health lecture. Think of it as a heart-to-heart, a friendly nudge from someone who wants to see you thriving, not just surviving, but really living. Laughing more, worrying less, being there for the people you love with more energy and fewer limitations. And remember, this isn't an all-or-nothing journey. It's about consistency, not perfection. It's okay to have days where you enjoy a treat or fall back into an old habit. What matters is that you come back to these simple choices, that you keep showing up for yourself even in small ways. That's where the real magic happens.
And if you ever need a reminder of what to do, just come back to this. Oats, berries, olive oil, greens, fish, nuts, and beans. 7 little words, big impact. You've got this. You're not alone. And there's still so much life waiting for you to step into it, healthier, stronger, and more confident than ever. If this video resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Not just to support the channel, but to make a promise to yourself. A promise that you're committed to feeling good, to living well, to showing up fully in this next chapter. And if you feel like sharing, leave a comment below. Let me know how you're doing, what changes you're making, or even just say hi. I read every one, and it means the world to hear from you. Here's to fewer pills, more smiles, and a heart that beats strong for many more years to come. Take care of yourself, my friend, and remember, your best days aren't behind you. They're right here, and they're just getting started.